Welcome back to Sajin YouTube channel. So this is my review for the Rise of the Ronin, and this game has been launched and it is made by Team Ninja, the same persons, the same developers which brought us Neo series, and yeah, it's pretty nice game. It looks pretty good. It has all the mechanics of the Team Ninja's game. It is basically Dark Souls but set in an open world, and Team Ninja's Dark Souls is a bit different than the original Dark Souls, like Soul inspired games, where it's brutally challenging, but at the same time there are various factors at play, and this is a weird kind of a game because it's open world. It's in the same vein of Ghost of Tsushima. You can say it's a combination of Ghost of Tsushima with Soul series from Neo style games, and yeah, it's pretty good. And there are lots of mechanics to keep that in mind. There is a parry button, there are dodge, there are various other things. There's shooting mechanics, there's long swords, there's short sword, there's everything which is in that period. And with a twist, you also have some awesome move sets and various other not dodges, but the most important thing, weapons. Yeah, that's the point, that's the word I was looking for, the weapons. And yeah, it's pretty good. The game is pretty fast paced, it looks pretty nice, the finishes are pretty good, and the parry mechanics is brutal. It's absolutely brutal. If you miss it, you are exposed for a very long time and half of your health is gone. It's brutal, and this parry mechanic, you need to be on point. Like in Ghost of Tsushima, you need to be on point. It's similar to Sekiro, where if you don't parry, you're done for. And it's the same case over here. It's a short window, and yeah, the game only flashes for a split second red, so that you need to do this parry, and if you don't, you are exposed and you are done for. With a huge amount of health, you is gone. And then yeah, and there are is a various things which you can do in the game. It's an exploration survival kind of a game also, and it's since it's open world, there are quests, there are side quests, there are side quests, I will say. There are other things to find out, there are statues to collect, trophies to track, and various other things. So all the caveats of the open world mechanics open world adventure game is here. And yeah, to be honest, it's not that brutally challenging, but when once the combat starts, then yeah, it doesn't hold back. It's not as brutal as Sekiro or like Souls inspired game. It's not as challenging, I will say, as Elden Ring, but yeah, you can sink some time into it because it it does the same thing as Elden Ring does in a weird way. It's hard to explain it, but it does the thing which Elden Ring did for various players. Like it hooked you into this game world, and that's what it this game also did. But it's a pretty weird kind of a game per se, because in this time period where it is set, there were no weapons and such, there are no gliding mechanics and things, and in this game you can do it. So it's a pretty weird combination, but it works. And then you need to keep that in mind, that your stat is also affects everything else. So you need to keep in mind what stat you are putting. Yeah, there is absolutely tons of mechanisms, and if you are not fan of Team Ninja's game Neo games per se, then you will have some time to get used to it. But once you get to it used to it, you will have absolutely fun time with this game. But yeah, that's it from me today. What do you think about the review? Sound off your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will meet you in the next one. Peace out.